You took a victory against the Pioneers last year, which was their only conference home loss. How do you think last year's experience can help translate to this year's game, especially with the returners that were a part of that game last year?
We played really well there last year. We did to them what Evangeline did to us. We had our game plan. We executed it better. We shot the ball extremely well, too. It's going to do two things. One, on a positive note, we've got the Gather Coles and the Williams, Kyra Williams, and Raylan Nuss and that group that were successful and know that we can go into the Bell Arena and win. The other thing it does is it also wakes Mid-Am up. They can talk about how it was their only loss at home. They want to avenge that. So I think obviously they're going to be ready to play. We're going to be ready to play. I think it's going to be a great battle and a great opportunity. John Lewis does an outstanding job both recruiting and coaching. And I think when the polls come out later today, they'll be higher than 15.
The Pioneers are undefeated this season. Talk a little bit about some of their players that you've seen on film, things that impress you about them, and what type of challenges they'll pose to your squad.
Well, one of the things I do like is, they play a similar schedule to us. I think that we have a chance to come in and be one of the tougher teams they've seen. They play Columbia tonight. In Columbia, there will obviously be a test for them. Dariah Sprue was a freshman of the year last year in the league. She's coming back. She's a load inside. Bowen is a guard. There's a left-handed guard. He just has a tremendous motor and does a lot of little things. I can't remember Kelsey's last name, but she's a big kid inside that transferred from University of Nebraska Omaha that does some really good things. And the set of sisters that have transferred in, and then the freshman sister, they're really good. They get out and run. We're going to have to get back. The one thing I do like about the matchup is it's not a grindy matchup, which we're going to struggle with is grindy matchups. They get out and go, and I think that's beneficial to us. But I think the challenge is going to be matching their intensity, matching their effort. They are undefeated. Last year, I think when we went in there, they only had 1 or 2 losses that entire time. So we've got an opportunity to do some things, and it's going to be a challenge. We've got to make sure we match their intensity, we get back in transition, we take care of the basketball, we keep them off the glass.
As you just alluded to, rebounding will be a key to the game on Saturday. Your team ranks 6th in NAI Division I in offensive rebounding. What role of an effect do you think that will have in Saturday's matchup?
Well, when we hit the offensive glass, we've been successful. That certainly is a big thing. Brittany Joseph does an outstanding job on the offensive boards. Jasmine Poteet, Gather Cole as guards do a good job on the offensive boards. We also get a lot of offensive rebounds, to be fair, because we don't shoot particularly well. And when you miss shots, you put yourself in position for offensive rebounds, and that's okay because at least we're getting those second opportunities. We've got to make sure that we match them from a defensive rebounding position and offensive rebounding position. We match them from the three-point line, and then we try to make up for it in a depth perspective and getting to the free throw line. That's what we did last year very well. We got to the free throw line a lot then.
Last season, the Eagles were also able to hit a number of threes, which opened up the game in Bell Arena. This season, Raylan Nuss ranks 5th in NAI Division I in three-point field goals made, and 13th in three-point field goals made per game. What do you think her shooting will have to do in order to open up the game on Saturday? Because she hit 4 threes, a team high last night.
Yeah, I think we're better inside, which could help us and should help us get some additional looks around the perimeter. We need Gavin Cole to continue to improve. She hasn't been completely healthy through the first 11 games. We need her to continue to heal up and continue to get treatment and make some shots. We need Nakia Robinson to focus and can shoot the ball with some confidence. But I think the fact that we're better inside and we have more of a threat inside should allow us to have some additional looks on the outside. But it's going to come down to can them. It's going to come down to taking advantage of our opportunities. The coaching staff, we watch film and we look and say, when we struggle here and we struggle there, is it a X's and O's thing, or is it just a failure to finish thing? And right now we're not finishing at a high enough clip against the good teams, and that's what we've got to do on Saturday.
Finally, with first place on the line in the HAC standings on Saturday, what will you tell your team pre-game in order to get them motivated to pull out a big victory?
Well, I think it's the same thing you and I have talked about. It's a great opportunity. It's first semester. It's 3 games. It's the 3rd game of 18 games. Certainly, it would make our goals of finishing in the top 2 a lot easier by winning the game. Mid-Am probably isn't going to lose a ton, so an opportunity to give them a loss and have it be our loss would be super beneficial. But at the end of the day, it is game 3 of 18, and we got to see where we're at and find out what we need to do to get better. And maybe we're good enough right now. Maybe we execute well enough and take advantage and get the win. Maybe we don't. It's going to be an opportunity to see where we're at. I like our chances if we work hard. So I'm looking forward after this day off to get everybody back in the gym tomorrow and get some work in.